Hi everyone, welcome back to First Step Fitness. This is week 3. Last week was all upper body, and that was part of the Step 1 series, so all seated, no equipment. And this week we're going to do all lower body, so an all leg workout that is seated and also with no equipment. The only thing you will need is somewhere to sit. Chair is preferable, but like I said before, couch is fine if that's all you've got or if that's where you're comfortable. And I'll have to say it was a little challenging to come up with a full workout for lower body seated, but I came up with a couple new ones you haven't seen before, and we're gonna have to do a little bit of repetition with some of the ones you've already seen and doing some things a couple of times through instead of just once, because there's not a ton of variation whenever you're seated. So this will get more exciting once we move on to the next series of videos whenever we're doing a little bit of standing. So sit up straight if you can, to keep on working towards that if you're not there yet. And we're gonna start with something you've seen before. This is the step in and out. So stepping your leg out and in, and we'll alternate. You can go at your own pace. You want to go faster or slower. I went for a jog yesterday and my hips are a little bit sore from it for some reason. So I'm actually feeling this a lot right now. My hips need stretched out a little bit, I think. Okay, let's do 2 more. And rest. Oh, super sore. I'll probably be sore this whole time. Okay, the next one is another one you've seen before. This is just regular marches. So getting your knees up as high as you can. And then like I said before, this is also a little bit of core. So you have to stabilize the top of your body while your legs are moving. So we have done full body, arms, and now legs. Probably do core next week, and then I'll do a seated stretch video. So that'll be more of a relaxing video than a workout. And then that'll give you quite a few to choose from throughout the week and to continue with if you're gonna continue with the step 1 series where it's all seated. But then once we finish up the core video and the stretch video for seated, I'm going to move on to step 2. Sorry, I've been working you forever. 1 more. Rest. I will do a blend of sitting and standing, so it won't just go from all seated to all standing. We'll do kind of alternating moves between sitting and standing to work up to all standing videos. And then eventually get to floor work, but that's a long way off. So that's kind of the plan. We'll move on to the step 2 series once I finish up this series of videos. Okay, the next one is a new one. This is called the soccer kick. So usually soccer players kick with the inside of their foot. So I know it's kind of hard to see the bottom of my legs right now. Try to move back. So basically I just want you to try to lift your leg up and in as if you're kicking a soccer ball. We'll alternate with these 2. So full mobility would be kicking up high like I am. It's okay if you're not there yet, because the inner thigh muscles aren't muscles you use a lot unless you do a specific movement to target them. So if you just pick up a tiny bit but kind of point your knee out as you do it, that's a good starting point. But these can be difficult if your body's not used to this type of movement. Let's do 3 more. and rest. The next one is going to also be one you've seen before. These are kickouts, so kind of an extension of the march. Well, no, not so much. You don't have to pick up your leg and kick out first. You can if you want to make it a little extra challenging, but I'm just gonna have you kick your leg straight out, alternating. This is your quad exercise. This is during the time of the quarantining from the coronavirus, so this is the golden age of home workouts, because some people who only did home workouts before were kind of their own subset of people, or they just weren't gym goers, but now no one's a gym goer because you can't, so everyone's jumping in on the home workout game. It's kind of just the norm for everyone right now. Let's do 2 more. Home workouts are convenient at the very least. You don't have to take a bag with you to the gym to shower if you're going straight to work after. Especially if you're working from home, you just do your workout, shower off, and then jump in front of your computer, and that's it. So it is pretty time efficient, but I can find a little harder to motivate to do the workout sometimes at home, because home feels like the place you relax. And I think people are finding that as a challenge for working from home as well, that it's their relaxed place, not their workplace. Okay, so now we're gonna do, we did a full step out. This will be little step outs. So slowly make your way out and then little steps back in. Probably feel your hip flexor muscles. And try your best to kind of just touch lightly with your foot instead of putting your whole weight down each time. So that makes it a little harder if you don't take a complete rest between each touch. You might feel like your flexibility is taking a stretch whenever you're out here. I feel it back here whenever I go all the way out. I'm not very flexible, so I will benefit from the stretch video as well. Alright, this is the last one. Good. So the next one is going to be probably the most challenging of this workout, and I'm going to show some variations of it because I realize it will be one of the harder exercises. So first I'll show you the hardest version. These would be cycling your legs, so you would be cycling them completely without touching the ground and holding yourself up. That's pretty challenging, even for me right now, just pushing up like this, and you use a lot of core when you do this, so that would be the most difficult version if you're feeling super strong today. Working up to that, I would just have you cycle and then cycle, alternating and putting it down between each cycle. So, and if you are doing the version where you're up here, it's likely that you'll have to take some breaks to give your core a little break, because we're going to do it a little longer this way. So this is similar to the march, but it just has that little cycle kick because we're working up to being able to have both legs off the ground at the same time. do a couple more. And rest. So there, you're over the hump of the hardest exercise for this workout. We only got 2 more. This is a shorter workout just because, like I said, it's hard to come up with a lot of variation for leg workouts when you're seated without adding equipment. There is like a lying down workout, like one exercise that you could do that I didn't plan on demonstrating, but I guess I could. But as far as strictly seating, it's a little bit difficult. So you can always do this video more than one time if you feel like you didn't get enough in from the first time, but it is hard to make a lot of variation for just sitting with leg workouts. Okay, so we're gonna go back to soccer kicks. So pointing your knee out as you pick up your foot. I guess this is also kind of like people do, I think they're called hacky sacks, I think, whenever they kick that little tiny ball filled with rice or something. This is how you would kick that too. Or ballerina, they kick their feet in like this. Okay, 2 more. And break. You'll have to tell me in the comments if you're sore after this, you know, either same day or next day, or how you felt after some of the other videos, like the upper body workout, if you felt like it was difficult or a little bit too easy for you and you're ready to move up to step 2, just have to let me know how you're feeling about it. We're going to go on to kickouts next, so same thing as before, just kicking your leg straight out. Like I said before, I'll keep on posting these to YouTube so that you can put it on the big screen if you have a smart TV. Or maybe you can get the Facebook app on your smart TV. I've never seen that. I don't know. Seems, I'm not sure that that would be able to happen. Right, 2 more. Okay. Got one last exercise, and this will just be regular marches again. Take a second, maybe massage your hips a little bit because they've been working hard. Alright, let's do regular marches to end. I think I'll explain how you could do the lying down exercise at the end. I won't actually lay down to do it, but I'll just explain it so that if you want to try it out, you can. You'd be laying on your stomach for this one. It's an exercise that'll be much easier to adapt once you're standing. Three, 2, 1, done. Okay, I'll show you that one exercise in case you want to end up using it. So you would be laying flat on your bed or maybe your couch, wherever you have space, and just bringing your heel up to your butt and really trying to squeeze the back of your leg as you're doing that, and that would be to work your hamstring muscles. So the hamstrings are a little tougher to get while we're sitting, so you can try that when you're laying down if you want to give it a try. So that's all for today. I know it was a little shorter, but like I said, you can always do it again if you want to. And please share this video on Facebook or however you want to, so that other people can benefit from it if they're looking to get started in fitness. So thanks. See you next week for core.